Welcome to the GHQ Crew podcast, where golf meets laughs, legends, and a little bit of chaos. Before we dive into our swinging stories and banter, a quick heads up. The views expressed here are entirely our own and do not necessarily reflect those of the fine club companies we represent. So grab your favorite beverage, kick back, and let's get ready to tee off on a wild ride through the world of golf and beyond. Let's go.
Welcome to the GHQ Crew podcast, where there's no shame in getting help with your game. Yeah. I had a really good opener this morning. I really did. I had one teed up, ready to go. We were supposed to have a special guest, and we're still going to get him on. It was just a wild morning. We're supposed to have a Coach Bergen from Andrews, and I'm not going to share the line until the podcast. But just be prepared because it's really good. You're going to love it.
Probably. A lot of people are saying that it's the best line.
It's the best one yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah. I laid in bed just tossing and turning last night trying to think of one. Not quite. I actually slept like a baby. But it was a good line.
Can I just say, like, you're batting 1,000 today.
I'm batting 1,000?
You're batting 1,000
Why
today.
is that?
Well, first of all, you came up with the legendary line.
I did come up with a legendary line.
That we're not going to tell anybody.
Not yet.
Not yet. The hair today.
Yeah, just
The what do they call this, Connor? A faux hawk?
This is called a burst fade.
A burst fade.
Yep. So they curve it around the curvature of your head. And folks, I don't have much hair left.
Well, you have hair in the right places.
Except for at church Sunday, I went back and rewatched the live stream. And I'm sitting on the front row and I'm worshiping and praising, and I'm watching, and the camera pans from behind over to the front row on the right, and the lighting illuminated this halo on the back of my head so beautifully. I have no hair right here on the back of my head, so haircuts like this are my last stand.
I love it.
Jackson got the same haircut, and he's got a head full of hair, and he can pull it off. So glorious. Yeah, it's so good. So I'm just following in my son's footsteps.
Well, I remember the time when it came for me to just give up.
Yeah.
And it was Cameron Hamer. We were working here, and Teal Massey. Of course, Teal was bald at 20.
Shane said I hit burst fades all the time.
Yeah, you do. Explosive burst fades. Explosive burst fades. But anyway, yeah, they take a picture while I'm at the desk working on something. I don't even know what's happened. And I've got the old,
Yeah.
and I was getting close to the old cul-de-sac going,
It's the reverse bowl cut.
There you go. Reverse bowl cut.
It's the reverse bowl cut.
Well,
Anyway.
I also don't know if you noticed. I'm wearing my gear.
You are wearing your... Man, what a tough loss.
It was kind of like a funeral. It's kind of like a funeral. We're done.
Wait, you're done with them, or...
No.
Your team's done
Listen,
for the year. Yeah. You'll never be done with Michigan.
No. 37 years of loving the maize and blue. That's never going away. But, dude, we suck. Our quarterbacks are terrible. Jack Tuttle had it going, and then he just decided, it's like his brain just quit working in the second half. So,
I made the mistake on Saturday of...
That was a mistake.
Taking Michigan, taking Mizzo over A&M. They got routed.
Dude. But I thought the same thing. I thought Missouri... I thought that was going to be the best game of the day, honestly. And but this, I brought this up for one reason.
Oh,
this was a perfect opportunity to bring up that, number one, I'm a genius.
you are a freaking genius.
I didn't know it, but apparently I'm a genius. Dude, I called Vandy beating Alabama, and here's how you know I called it. I forgot that I called it, just so you know. But I remember going, me and Z had a bet.
UNC did have a bet.
$100 bet.
Yep.
that Vandy would beat Bama, and apparently I'm a genius.
Well, what's funny is because you can go watch last week's live stream and catch this live and in person. You sitting there, it was Alabama favored -21. And you're like, I'm taking Vandy all day. And Z instantly put out his hand and said, honey, and put out his hand. You shook it. And he's like, I'll take that all day. And you're like, you know what? I even may take the money line. Did you take both?
Yes.
You look like a genius.
I know, dude.
So we were talking as the game was going on here in the shop, and I kept telling Z, I'm like, Jared just has this way of just calling these games. Nobody, and I sent you the meme before the game. I sent you the Vandy meme from last year.
Yeah.
Where he was like, we're gonna show Bama, and Bama won 66-0.
Yeah.
Not this year.
Not this year. But I was equally as non-genius on the A&M deal. I really thought that would be a great game.
Yeah, I think it exposed Mizzo and kind of showed that A&M might.
Well, bro, just so you know, College Station, probably the hardest place to play in the country.
Oh, it got so loud he couldn't hear.
Yeah.
This is a question because I don't know a lot about football. Do college players wear the headphones? The
So
quarterbacks?
they can talk in the helmets now this year, from what I understand.
Because I saw one time the Mizzo quarterback did this.
Well, do you know the first tee West Texas director is Liz McCormick?
Yeah.
Sweet lady. Her husband is Matthew McCormick.
Yeah. Played for.
He played for Texas Tech.
Yep.
And just so you know, a little sidebar about Matt. Matt and I go way, way back to the Amarillo days. We grew up and went to high school together. Or, well, he went to a different high school, but everybody knew Matt McCormick.
Yeah.
Because he was, he could have gone Division I as a wrestler anywhere he wanted to go.
Yeah.
He is super skilled. Anyway, Matt is, me and Matt were talking one day about college football. And I was like, so dude, like we were talking about he was offensive line. I think he was a tackle, if I'm not mistaken, for Tech. Anyway, they practiced specifically for that A&M game at College Station and Leach brought out speakers onto the practice field and turned it up as high as it could go for the entire practice. And here's what Matt said. He goes, dude, we practiced that way all week. We thought we were ready. We got in there and bro,
it was louder.
He goes, we couldn't hear crap. He said, man, it was crazy. So anyway, there's that.
So Matt could also kick your butt. He's a black belt jiu-jitsu. He's one of the fastest to get to black belt too.
Yeah, dude. Connor could tell you he's a big MMA guy. He loves watching UFC and all that. And, you know, we call Connor Cheeto because he took that driver to the face.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Named after the great Cheeto Vera, you could hit him with a cinder block and he would, you know, keep coming at you.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, it's unheard of to get a black belt in 2 or 3 years. And I'm not going to say which because I just can't remember.
He got it really quick.
But I know he had a blue belt within a year. I know he had a brown belt within that same year. And he competed at the World Championships.
Didn't he win?
Yeah, I think I can't remember if he's a national champion or a world champion, and Matt would probably kick my butt for not remembering that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. In fact, him and Liz, while I was out with the back surgery, brought us bangers and mash, dude.
Nice.
She crushed on that. It was really
Yeah,
good.
was it good?
Yeah. It was or not bangers and mash. Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
I knew
kind of
it
like
had
pot pie?
potatoes in it. Well, yeah, it's like, you know, it's got potatoes on the top, like whipped potatoes, and then, you know, you got
Like roast.
yeah, beef underneath it and cheese and that's just a great combo, man. You can't
It's
can't
too early
lose
to be
on
talking
that.
about food. I'm hungry
I know,
now.
I'm starving
Yeah.
to death.
There's a lot of stuff happening in the next few weeks.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of good things. Specifically right now in the shop, we're doing a summer blowout on all our clothing. And you can come get some freaking amazing deals on.
Dude.
Yeah, shorts are 50% off.
I saw it. And I'll give you a shout out real quick to Connor.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
If you haven't seen the shop,
you need to come in here and look at how he rearranged it. It's so sick.
He did a fantastic job on it.
I mean, a lot of people are saying probably the best it's ever looked. I don't know.
Do you got
why.
like voices in your ear, like somebody talking to you? Like a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying.
We polled the crowd, and the crowd is saying.
It's a Trumpism, I think.
I think it is. A lot of people saying I'm the best.
Yeah.
Connor, you did a
probably.
great job on that. You really did. Justin Thomas says, I was wrong about Jared and his money being parted from him because he called you out on the Vandy bet too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he called you out.
Oh, okay. It's kind of coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how. You know what's funny? Z couldn't remember either.
I was sure to
So I'm glad
keep
we
reminding
had
Z
you.
all day during that Vanderbilt
perfect.
game.
That's perfect.
I didn't let him forget. No, I did have to pay Z because me and Z took 3 games. Ole Miss. I told you on the you owe me for Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a bet on that one too. I took
did?
I took Ole Miss for 25, and you said
Okay.
I'll take that all day -10. I said, well, they're going in there with a chapped butt after getting beat by Kentucky, and they throttled South Carolina.
Dude, I thought South Kakalaki was good. They're not.
They're not, and especially on a mad Ole Miss. That's the only time of year I'll vote on Ole Miss, folks, just because I knew they were going to win.
Okay.
And,
I owe you 25. I'll pay you that.
I took A&M. I mean, I took Mizzo with Z, and he just laughed the whole time.
Why are you a Mizzo guy, not a Mizzou guy?
I don't really. You're asking me that. Board,
Yeah.
McIlroy.
McIlroy.
Yeah. What's Mizzo? Is that not right?
Well, I mean, most people say Mizzou. I mean, Mizzo's fine. I mean, it's kind of like Izzo, Mizzo, Tom Izzo.
Just let me have my Mizzo.
You can have it. I'm just curious. I was just wondering.
That's. I see.
Half of me's wondering if you're not right. But then
It's
I go
Mizzou.
back and you did call Roy McIlroy McIlroy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you don't say Board. It's Miz. Dang it, is it Mizzou?
Mizzo's fine. But yeah, I'd say 98% of America says Mizzou.
Probably 99.9.
Yeah.
There's that.
But I mean, there could be a lot of people out there saying,
hey,
Mizzo.
my phonics ain't the best.
Hey.
MISSISSIPPI. I think I added a third P in there. But yeah, I had to pay Z because
Okay.
I won the Ole Miss, I lost the A&M, and then I lost Michigan.
Yeah.
-1.
I did too.
That
We had them, dude.
yeah. Anyway, come in the shop. The shop looks great. Lots of good sales on clothing.
Yeah, Connor did a great job with the floor. There's 50% off on shorts. I think 50% off on about a zillion
Polos.
FJs. There's FJs. There's Grayson polos over
Yeah.
there. I mean, it is awesome. And I was looking through the rack the other night. There's some smalls for Z.
He just texted me. He goes, I'm glad Jared brought up Mizzo versus Mizzou.
Was he dying? Yeah, well, I was just curious. I mean, I kind of thought maybe I was
You guys are
crazy.
such jerks.
Connor also pointed out that we have an amazing shoe sale going on.
Okay.
Connor, is your mic not working? What's the problem?
I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the shoe deal?
Oh, we just got some shoes on sale as well, 50% off.
50% off. That's awesome.
Yes.
I just got back, so I really don't know what the heck's going on. But that's great. Connor, that's great. What else you got over there?
I got some closeout Wilson clubs,
Okay.
previous generation. But
Fantastic.
I'd say the biggest thing going on in the shop right now is Jared being back.
Jared being back.
Yeah. That's
Well-
been great.
And can I just say that the little promotion you decided to run 3 or 4 weeks ago, September, October, November, has just killed it.
Yeah, the free
The no
customization.
Yeah, no fee
Yeah.
builds. We have built some clubs.
Dude. I was going through the guy came up here on I guess
Saturday
Saturday
night,
night and did a fitting with Emmy Darnold. Boy, she was slinging that thing
Yeah.
out there, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, she can hit it. I'm pretty sure she hits the 7-iron further than I can, back or no back.
With a healthy back.
Yeah, she was just throwing darts with those irons. She ended up, just so everybody knows out there, Emmy Darnold is now a
Midwestern State.
Midwestern State official signed recruit.
Mustang, right? They're Mustangs.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's right. And so she decided to sign, and we're super excited for her. But I mean, she's been playing the same irons for a long, long time. So it was kind of tough. Anyway, dude, her average offline. Are you ready for this? With the new 7-iron, her average offline
Hit me.
0.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dead straight.
0.
Holy.
Now that's an average, right?
What'd she go with?
Of several shots. That's what I was going to go to. So, we've been talking about these specific irons or this series of irons.
Yeah.
And I think it really speaks to how good the series is. So we did everything, right? She was really close to Mizuno Hot Metal Pro, which those were super good. And certainly right there, but it was undeniable. AI 300s.
Yeah.
And she could have done the 200s, but we decided on the 300s just for that little bit. She's kind of used to the little, larger profile.
Sure.
And but she was like, "Oh my gosh, the feel was unmatched." But yeah, it's good fitting.
They're buttery.
Yeah.
So good.
But dude, she was throwing darts with them.
Yeah.
And
What shaft she ended up going with?
the Mitsubishi C6. So what we ended up doing is basically a soft step stiff, if you will. And I say that because it's a little different. It's really not it's more of a hard step R or a soft step S, right?
Sure.
But basically what we did is we did the 80 grammer just to get her a little bit more static weight.
Yeah.
She's been playing recoil forever. So what's cool about that C6 is it kind of gives you a little bit more stiffness down at the bottom.
So that's a great question. What'd she come out of?
She had the Rogue irons, the ST Max irons.
Gotcha. And she was lights out with those.
Oh, dude. Yeah, but okay, so here's what we saw. The window was a little flatter and it came out a little hotter as far as the spin. Like the spin was a little bit lower.
Sure.
Dude, the AI 300 got our window about 18, 19 degrees. So we brought that up 2 or 3 degrees. We gained almost a full club in terms of yardage.
Over
the
roads.
max.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, but here's the coolest part of it. I'm telling you, bro, her front to back, right? So typically when this loft game we're playing, that all the companies are playing, right? What people find is jumpers just out of nowhere. And so, you're trying to hit it, $160, let's say, and it may go 72 and it may go 56 and then it may go 60, 63,
Sure.
65. And then all of a sudden it jumps to 75. None of that.
They were just.
It was within 4 yards front to back. Our spin number came up. So now we're controlling the
Yeah.
on the green and stuff. So
And specifically,
I'm
like,
jacked up about that one.
for
It's gonna be
her,
good.
she needs that, especially where the level she's stepping into now.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we talked about, right? So as you
Finishing out Andrews.
Yep.
And then going to.
get away from kind of the West Texas high school golf programs, you start getting in the collegiate programs, you're going to be playing. And she's well traveled.
Sure.
I mean, she's played a ton of great events in the DFW area, so on and so forth. But so she knew
Yeah.
that these shots are going to be required. But those are some of my favorite fittings that I get to do are those transitional fittings, as we're going from maybe a starter set to high school.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're going from a U.S. kids set to, the first initial, adult set.
Sure.
And then when we get to go from our warm and cuddly, our,
Comfort zone.
our little blankie, right, of the high school clubs to now, okay, we're preparing to go to college because these things are just worn out.
Sure.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
And to see that kind of accuracy was really cool. So
Well, to continue on that, we got all of October, all of November with no upcharge on the builds as far as build fees, and then November is no fitting fee November.
That's right.
So
We don't do the no shave thing.
no shit yet.
We do the no fitting fee.
It wouldn't matter if I did the no shave thing anyway. So I can't grow a beard to save my life.
Really?
I can grow a Pedro mustache, and then it's all like
Oh, it gets real spotty.
it's just real
through there.
patchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just try to keep it trimmed to my face. So October, November are great months to come get your new set geared up for next season. Just to give you an idea, while you were gone, one day I built 2 sets of AI 300s, and they were ready within an hour and a half.
Dang.
Like, come get your clubs.
Yeah. Well, you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about time,
Yeah.
right? Because, I want to get you out there playing with them
Sure.
ASAP. But the other part of that is precision.
Yep.
They have to be right.
Absolutely.
And what's so cool is that we're able to do that, especially this time of year, because we
Yeah.
don't have quite as much stuff back there. So there's I would say there's almost 100% chance you're gonna get your clubs either same day or the very next morning.
Absolutely.
Which we try to do anyway.
We
But
try to do anyway. Same day regrip, next day reshaft is the Lisa motto. So come get it. That's the Lisa motto. And so, yeah, more than likely, especially this time of year, you're going to have your club same day.
Yeah.
It's that time of year
So 2 AI 300s in one day.
in one day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I would remind everybody of is, I think we've done a lot of videos about this, but dude, I have not seen product launches like this. Now, I did, you know what? I wanted to bring this up because you said this yesterday. I was like, man, that's a really good idea. So typically at the end of a product cycle, I typically will, because you start dealing with back orders,
Sure.
you start dealing with all kinds of different things, and the prices have gone down on the Ping G430 fairway woods. Unfortunately, but also fortunately, Clinton got ahead of the game, got us some on order, because did you know if you try to order them right now, it's December.
Yeah. So I got them
pushes
in
it another month.
2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
For November.
Yeah, so we've got some coming in November. That's the back order date there. And then the Alta shaft for the drivers is very, 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 very back ordered.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do there is
Torque
you're
Chrome.
suggesting.
Torque
You're
Chrome.
suggesting?
So you
Mizzo.
Mizzo. You can do Torque Chrome or the Kaylee. The Kaylee series is no upcharge as well.
Yeah.
And both of those shafts are in stock with Ping.
So that fill-in that we're going to do is that.
Yes. So that
And
we can
then,
get them here.
We've got I-530s inbound.
Yep.
The G430s, tell everybody what happened there. I think, what did we get, 4, 5?
So yeah, Jared's on his way out, about to head to DFW to get back surgery. And he's like, hey, let's just fill in some iron. So I call Ping, get some G430s, I-530s, and I'm like, 4 sets, 3 stiff, 1 reg of the 430s. They land, 2 sets go out right away. And then over the course of the next few days, the rest of them go.
They gone.
They gone.
So, yeah.
Well,
so we're filling some of things in, right?
They brought the price down on those.
Yeah.
And so you're getting the G430 instead of 1,100 and something, you're getting them for $899.
Yeah.
So
Well, and so it was just comical last year, but because the store's so much bigger, and I think everyone gets used to the idea that it's packed full of stuff in here.
Sure.
Folks, it's going to look a little thinner.
yeah.
We ain't going nowhere. It's all good. But this time of year, we kind of keep it a little more lean and mean because of the fact that you start seeing some back orders and things like that, right? So, and plus just the time of year.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
It's that time of year. So, anyway, we've got that going.
Yep.
Ping stuff's coming.
Yep.
Dude, how about the GT drivers? They gone.
We did get refilled on component heads.
So I'm going to tell everybody this.
Okay.
Here's the curtain. Little peek behind the curtain. That was 50 G's in drivers.
Down.
When did they launch?
August 22nd. 1 month.
1 month. That's how good that driver is, folks.
It's really good. In
It's
fact,
awesome.
Brian Shear's dad, Pete Shear, we were hitting it last night. He's coming back in today to get fit.
Oh, cool.
And he was hitting the GT2 in there with that Denali red. And, dude, the ball speed was awesome.
Yeah.
He's AI Smoke. We were comparing. He's bringing his Epic today, but he was comparing AI Smoke and the GT. And the GT was like 3 or 4 miles an hour faster.
Wow.
That's what we're seeing. That's par for the course for what we're seeing with that driver. Is it's just faster off the face.
Yeah. Faster off the face, lots of control.
Yep.
The command on it is so cool.
Well, the Shearer family just doesn't miss.
Yeah.
It's just here.
Family of great players, man. That's
I
what
fit him
that
for
is.
irons and hybrids last week, and I was like, "Well, we know where Brian got it."
Well,
Yeah.
and I think you brought up a good point. We don't have a ton of drivers on the rack,
Yeah,
but we're loaded for bear back there, Big Daddy Bubba Bottoms.
we got components back there.
Yeah.
and we can build anything your baby heart desires.
Yeah. Got fairway woods. Hybrids, that's going to be a little spotty
Sure.
over the next couple of months because they are going to release the GT hybrid. When is that?
February, March.
They got a
GT,
putter.
the new Scotties.
Yeah.
So they alternate. Did you know Scotty Cameron doesn't own Scotty Cameron anymore?
That's not a shocker to me at all.
Titleist has full control over that now.
Yeah.
So they alternate blade putters, mallet putters, blade putters, mallet putters. It's the year for the blade putters.
But those are 2-year cycles.
2-year cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they alternate.
Yeah.
But it's time for new selects. And I'm
And
pretty.
it's a ball year too, right?
It is a new ball year. I'm pretty excited about it. So GT Hybrids, GT1 driver is coming in the spring. So for those that were not so excited about not having that super forgiving option, which if you haven't hit the GT2, just come hit the GT2. You'll see there is a GT1 coming in the spring.
Dude, you're just so full of information.
GT1 driver, GT hybrids, new golf ball, new
Clint,
putters.
let's talk a little bit more about that. This is going to be one of the last new current generation golf balls drops. I mean, everybody's going to have their own, but
2027 is the rollback.
it's going to look a lot different. I wonder what they're going to do.
Is Titleist on 2-year cycle with the golf ball?
Yes.
Okay, so you're right. 2025. By the time they release the new golf ball in 27, it's going to be the rolled back version.
Yeah.
So maybe like all you left dash fans, you might just start buying up dozens at a time.
Yeah, because
Multi dozens at a time, I should say.
I know we've talked about it. I just don't know how I feel about it.
I guess
I get it, but
we have a lot of questions because how far are they going to roll it back?
yeah, and think about this. It's counterintuitive. The rest of the industry, so irons, woods, wedges, putters, everything is based on maximum forgiveness, distance, right? In other words, we're trying to help amateur players feel like they hit it as good as the pros and just give you an enjoyable product to play the game with and have success with. And now we're saying, well, we're going to take a lot of that away from you with ball rollback. I just, for the consumer, I just don't get it. I think the consumer should have a
Their own
pro
ball.
version where if they want to play the rolled back ball, go ahead. But if you don't,
You still have these balls over here.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you think they're going to roll back everything?
Well, I don't know. I just,
That's the route you would take.
if they do, I think that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, the tour guys, whatever, right?
Yeah, they're getting paid.
Well, yeah, and the wedge was a big deal because what happened when they took away the square, they changed the grooves and all that. What ended up happening was tour players could still get action on it, but it was more like situational consequence,
Sure.
right? Where, if the ball was wet, it would slide up the face easier and come out dead. Out of the rough, it got a little bit harder for those guys to get some juice on it.
Greeny was talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
He's like, when the grooves changed, it messed up my whole game.
Yeah. Yeah. It started messing with distance control stuff and things like that. But, they got it figured out.
Sure.
That was a hard adjustment. I don't think the ball for them is going to be that big of a deal. It's really just going to be a numbers deal.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though, to see, again, from our perspective and what we do, I'm curious to see what they're going to do there because, and I don't want to get, too out over the skis here, but what's it going to do to the spin number? What's it going to do to your ball speed numbers? All of that.
That's the question I had. Spin.
Yeah. That's probably my main question.
Everything designed now is designed according to certain balls to spin a certain way.
Yeah.
That's how we base a lot of the fitting stuff
Absolutely.
off of. Is spin is so important. And so are we going to see 200 or 300 RPMs more, 500 to 600 RPMs more, or 1,000 to 1,500 RPMs more? So how far are they going back with the golf ball?
Yeah.
Because
and okay, are we still going to have a core tech, right? Or are we going back to rubber bands?
are we going back to Balata?
Which there's a lot of people out there that would not be mad about that. I'm
Tour
one of them.
90s. I mean, let's rip the covers off some golf balls.
Heck yeah. Well, I guess they could potentially keep the urethane covers that they have now.
And then just change up the core.
Yeah.
Or Slazenger.
Yeah, just get you a rock.
Just get some Slazenger golf balls.
Yeah. It's interesting how that's going to play out because you got to think that, especially Titleist. I mean, good night. You gotta think they're ahead of the game here, and they've got a core tech that's just going to blow everybody's mind. But heck, dude, you don't know.
You don't know. You really don't. It's going to be.
So I don't know how I feel about it yet, but that's why.
Again,
I'm anxious to know how they end up adjusting the clubs because you're already seeing some 7-irons at 28 degrees, right?
Yeah.
I hope that they don't strengthen them anymore to get that distance back, but what if you start seeing that? And this also opens that.
Wow.
It's basically allowing for people, TaylorMade, Callaway, everybody, to say they're getting 5 more yards, 10 more yards. They're basically resetting that whole conversation of the driver's 10 yards further this year. So it's basically opened the door back up for those drivers too.
That's interesting, Connor, because I wonder what the perspective of those guys is. Of all the companies, right? What is their perspective? Is it what the heck? This is terrible for us, or if it's like, no big deal, we've got it.
the bigger question I have for me is when we get to the end of in the summer of 2026 into the fall of 2026, is there going to be a golf ball shortage in those pro level golf balls?
Yeah, because
they don't want to over manufacture
and
have a bunch of backstock they can't sell because of new USGA rules.
But see, that's where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think there should be a problem there. I mean, I think that if you want to buy a previous gen ball and play it, because I don't know how many people out there know this, but golf balls back in the day had shelf life. So like if you get online right now and go to eBay and some guy's got a whole box of, professional 90 compressions or Tour Balata hundreds or whatever, I probably wouldn't buy them unless you just want to look at them because you're not going to be able to play them. Yeah. They had a shelf life.
Yeah.
Like they would expand and contract and there were issues. To my knowledge, nowadays with the core tech and stuff, there's probably not as much shelf life.
Well, the route I'm going here is as many big money games as I know happen out here.
True. How are they going to want to play it?
How are they going to want to play? Well, are you using an old ball? Well, that's why you had the advantage. Bets off.
How are they going to police that? In local tournaments, college tournaments?
Yes. If it's USGA sanctioned, which I know the day games aren't, but USGA sanctioned events, they'll probably be checking golf balls.
Well, boys, now you got to remember too.
It's a gentleman's sport.
That's right. It's a game of honor. And it's kind of like, rangefinders. You can easily get away with using a slope rangefinder.
Well, it's got a button. You can shut it off. Well, did you shut it off?
Yeah. And I'll be honest. I mean, most of us don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Right. It's not that big a deal. You know, at the end of the day, you still got to hit the shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. But here's the other point: is if you lose 15 yards on the new ball versus, I mean, that would be a competitive
Or-
advantage.
The buddy you're betting's up 10 grand.
Yeah.
I got an excuse to get my 10 grand back. We use an old ball?
Yeah, dude. Can you even believe we talk about that right there? Like
That's
10 grand.
small.
I know. It's crazy what those guys play for.
That's small. That's like small potatoes. Some of
I'd
them
be like
games
this, putting.
some of them games get wild, bro.
I know.
And that
I don't know how Z did it. He went out and played in the day game at Ranchland. This was probably a year or two ago. And I was like, bro, so how much did you lose? And he was like, I actually won $1,000. And it might have been more than that, but around 1,000 something, whatever. I was like, were you just like so nervous? And he was like, bro, you start playing for that and like it gets a little hairy. But that guy typically, OZ, with me anyway, if it's $10, I get normal Z. But if I'm like, well, let's go a honey bun on this hole if you're just so good at golf, and then it's like,
yeah, scopes it in.
yeah, he'll make birdie every time
Yeah.
on me. It's like, whatever.
Z commented that he can't afford a loss in distance.
So we posted that video of his those little people love to see Z.
Holy crap, dude.
People love to see Z.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
But he had some really good shots.
I know. The 205 one?
Yeah.
It took me like 30 minutes to convince him to do it. He was so scared. He's like, I can't get anything 205. I was like, it doesn't matter what you use. Just choose something. He picked up a QI10 hybrid. And he nails it. And that video's popping off.
Yeah.
He hit. Z is an excellent golfer. And I know you're watching, Z. I'm not saying this because you're watching. You're an excellent golfer.
I am. I'm saying it because he's watching.
He's an
ain't
excellent
that
golfer.
good.
He
Okay,
is.
his head is big enough already.
Hey,
Calm
chill out.
down.
Z is an
down.
excellent golfer, and but back to the gamble games, right? Mm-hmm. The hard part for me would be the finding out that people are betting on you
Yeah.
because he won
I
some
can see
money
that.
that way at a Ranchland game too.
Oh, really?
He got tipped because people were betting on him, and he actually won, and they slipped him a big old stack.
Dang, dude. That's so sick. Yeah, bro. I'm with you.
Dude, if I knew
I would
somebody
throw
was
up
betting
all over
on-
my shoes.
If I knew somebody was betting on me, I'm loading the card up and going to the
It
truck.
depends. Are they taking the overs or the unders on me?
That's true too. Well, on you?
Yeah, I don't think it's an over-under thing. I think it's like
Taking you in the skins game.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Or hey, I got Z versus Connor. I'll give you, 6 strokes or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it could be something like that.
Speaking of Connor hit the ball pretty well last time we played. He's making very good contact.
I just hit the shot of my life. That's really the main thing I took from that round.
Well, I want to tell you something, and this is honest to goodness truth, because it was several weeks ago now, right, Connor? You were in the hitting bay back there, and I was like, bro,
Right?
his swing is so good now. You've done a great job, man. And really, I mean, I know you've had a little bit of help, Connor, but wouldn't you say a lot of that was kind of just self-taught? Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of just get back there and whacking it until I get comfortable, and then I'll lose it. So that swing you saw that day, I'm still fighting to find that again.
We'll leave that one alone. Good Lord.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Connor, I don't know that whacking it till you're comfortable is really the.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I just realized.
Yeah.
I just
probably
get back
could have phrased
there
that a
and
little
I
better,
hit the
bud.
golf ball until the swing works.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
I killed Clinton.
Whacking it till I'm comfortable, folks.
Gotta clip that. In other news,
What was the what was that video? It's my favorite video that we've done where Connor's like, Brooks, I got a question.
You got to start stroking, guys.
Yeah. That's if you haven't seen that little short that they did, it is brilliant.
He goes, Brooks, what would you do to get the new GT driver early?
Yeah.
Then we clipped a interview of Brooks Koepka talking about slow play with Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
But we just took the part where he said you got to start stroking, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for the laugh this morning, Connor. Hey, we have another video of Connor catching it very square, if you haven't seen it. And just let me preface this, because we're getting all kinds of hate comments. Oh, instead of wasting that money, why don't you just go spend it at the country club? You got all money like that. Breaking drivers, you could have sent that to somebody. The driver was already broken.
Yeah.
Both drivers, in fact, were already busted. The carbon was, ripped apart. So no driver was harmed in the making of.
That's awesome.
No QI10
Yes.
was harmed. No Kalia driver was harmed in the making of this video. But that video of Connor, I walk up to Connor and I say, Connor, hey, what do you got? And he's like, I got the new QI10. I was like, how far can you hit that? And he goes, I don't know. Let's see. And he puts the QI10 driver down. I'm like, wait, I thought you were going to hit the QI10. And he's like, oh, I am. He tees up a QI10 head and actually just hits the driver with a driver. It was glorious.
Trust me, I saw it and I
Did you
nearly
panic?
had a heart attack.
Did you panic?
Yes, I panicked for multiple reasons. One, Connor's hitting it.
It could have went anywhere.
The kid's been hit in the face with a driver. He's swung so hard he spun out and ate it. I'm just saying he's a little injury prone, and I shouldn't say injury prone. He's never hurt.
No,
right?
He's tough as nails.
Yeah, he's one of the toughest guys I've ever seen. But I'm just saying that was number one. Number two, as this broken driver's flying into that screen, I'm just thinking, please God, don't poke a hole. Don't poke a hole. $450 for one of those screen covers. Don't poke a hole.
Folks, we're taking donations for the hole we poked in the screen. We didn't poke a hole in the screen. Don't worry.
And then my last thought in defense of the comments, I was like, I really hope that was already broken. So that thought did cross my mind.
We got to keep Jared on his toes a little bit here. Give him mini heart attacks every few days, maybe every day. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that video was great. If you haven't gone and subscribed, here's a cool call to action. We're at 924 subscribers right now.
So
we got our
cool.
screen up here on the wall. We see a live count as it updates. We're at 924 subscribers. Right now, go subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then comment, I subscribed on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, go to YouTube and subscribe. We're at 924.
Hang on. I'm doing it.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Like, share the video. Comment what you just said. You ready?
I don't know that I'm ready.
And we're going to do a drawing. We're going to do a drawing, Clinton.
What are we drawing for? The broken QI10
When
head.
we get, yes. A
Great news,
signed
we got
broken
discount
QI10 head.
QI10.
That's right, from Connor. When we hit 1,000, I will give out a drawing. We'll do a drawing for a $1,000 gift card. It just happened. Oh my God. It just happened. $1,000 gift card. Like, subscribe,
Justin's
share.
idea was so much better.
What was his idea?
Drawing on who can shave Connor's head.
Whoa.
We're doing $1,000 gift card and a drawing on who can shave Connor's head. Actually, you know what? Just for that comment.
Pause.
When we hit
Time out.
1,000, Justin
Pause.
Thomas gets to do it. What?
Pause. No. Yeah. No.
Do I get any say in this?
He doesn't like the idea.
Sorry, Justin.
How about drawing on who gets to shave Jared's head?
Well,
that's not as fun.
that's not as fun. Jared's head's already shaved.
Yeah. I think it would be really cool to see Connor's head shaved.
No, it wouldn't. You'd be blind.
Bro, you've worked really hard at growing this glorious whatever you got going on there. I've never seen a human being with more hair on their head. Well, maybe Nathan. Which,
Yeah,
speaking of
Lord.
Nathan, dude, here's another fun one.
Terry T, thanks for subscribing. Justin, thanks for subscribing. You guys are entered already. If you've already subscribed, you're going to be in the drawing, so don't worry.
Yeah.
But when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a $1,000 gift card.
Yep.
So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button because we're watching it live. And so, yeah, and let me know you subscribed in the comment. Speaking of Nathan. So, a lot of people don't get to see Nathan on a daily basis. Sure.
He's always,
He's in
we
his
call it
cave.
the hole or
Yep.
the cave. He's always back there just turning and burning club repair. And man, he just, he takes such care and time with it. And he does a great job.
Yep.
But you guys, this time of year gets a little slower. So sometimes we have some little shop games that we play. We've got a game called Surlin that we play. We play it every year at the Christmas party for some big cash for the guys, right? And it's a putting game in which you go around the entire shop, try to avoid obstacles, and there's certain things that you have to do before you can actually go putt for the win, right? Mm-hmm. And so anyway, long story short, the guys have made the. How long is that putt?
It's a long time, a long way.
Time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
From the outside of the studio, or in our ladies section, from the back of the ladies section to the front door. 80 foot?
925, baby.
Thank you. I subscribed a couple days ago, Curtis. It was after watching Connor's video. Thanks,
Sweet.
Thanks, Curtis. Yeah,
Thank you.
80 foot? 90 foot? It's a big putt.
It's about 80 feet. We got to pace
We got to
off.
measure it.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, I want people to come in and try the putt. I think it'd be sick.
So we set it up, and I first went into Cody's office. I was like, Cody, you want to film video with me? I need you to make a long putt. He's like, always down.
Couldn't make it.
He had to go to doctor's appointment, had to leave, but we were about 30 putts in.
Wow.
Z gets up. I think
He's the best putter in West Texas.
I'm telling you. I think Z 15 to 20.
Nah. I could've
Donnie?
told you that. Donnie's a pretty decent putter.
I unfortunately had the camera on Clinton.
Yesterday, it just wasn't working for him yesterday. We hit some obstacles on the way to the hole.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, listen, man. I mean,
Nate?
it's 80 feet.
6. He
Six
made it on the
putters.
6th putt.
Okay.
Every one of them rolled right up to the cup, right, left or right. Just
Wow. So do y'all have the break and everything down?
they did. I didn't get to putt it. If I would, it would have been first try.
So I've got $50 that says that's not true.
I don't want to take a $50 bet.
No. You'll putt one on your first try.
Yep.
I have not tried it either.
Okay.
We're going to film this.
Okay.
We'll show everybody the results. This is probably going to be a break-even guy, right?
$50
We'll
my
flip
first
a coin
try.
for who goes first.
$50 your first try.
Bingo.
Okay.
Ian?
It's Justin said it's pure luck if I make a 5-foot putt. How would I sniff 80 foot? Come try.
Yeah, just come try it.
Come
you can
try it.
bring your own putter. You can try one of our putters. Whatever you want to do, come try it. And here's what I'm going to say.
I was about to say something about this.
Say something.
I was going to say the first person to make it maybe gets a little prize.
Yeah,
I had another idea, maybe too.
come on.
You come in, you're getting a new putter from us. If you get one try, I know we got to make it a little bit difficult, but it's fun. One try. If you make it, $50 off your putter.
Excluding ping.
Yeah, we
excluding
have to
King,
exclude some of them.
Party
but
poopers.
That's an excellent idea.
I'm down for that. I'm down for what you said.
Yeah.
First guy to, the first one to make it. Is that what you're saying?
First one to make it.
Yeah, first one to make it.
You come by the shop,
Gets
say you
a
want to do the putter
first
challenge.
guy to make it prize, or first lady to make it
Yeah.
prize. Right?
First golfer to make it.
There we go.
You get a first golfer prize. You got to come in and mention, say, I want to do the putter challenge.
You know what I'm going to give them?
What's that?
This is going to be cool. I'm going to give them a $50 gift card
Yep.
and a Precision Pro speaker.
Whoo! Dang, you're in a giving mood today.
Man, I am.
It's just in a
This is
great
great.
mood. Before we forget, there's also something else coming up at the end of this month.
Hit me.
Ballpark links.
One of my favorite things we do. It's so freaking fun, dude.
It's like Top Golf in a ballpark.
Connor, hit us.
Yep.
Talk about it.
Okay, so coming up,
Connor
end of the
runs
month-
this whole thing, folks, by the way.
Coming up end of the month, we do a deal with the Rockhounds. It's going to be on the 25th and 26th. It's a Friday and Saturday. Got 2 bay times each day. Come out and see us. 16 bays. Last year, Jared, correct me if I'm wrong. That last session on Friday was full to the brim. Am I lying?
No. There wasn't another spot left. In fact, and by the way, just so everybody knows, we're out there as well. Connor has lots of prizes and stuff he'll give away, but that's side note. He'll talk more about that in a minute. But you can come hit with us, and there was a couple of open spots next to us, Connor. So what I'm getting at is even if they're telling you it's full, right? Don't be afraid to just come on out, and we'll see if we can't find a spot. You know what I mean? I'm sure we could.
Worst case, come hit with us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they can come.
Yeah, we got a bay.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying last year or last time in the spring, we had 2. So we have an extra spot. We just love to have you come out.
Just come on out. Bring the family.
So that's the big thing. Go ahead, Connor. This is the big part.
So we're doing a costume contest. We did this last October, and we loved it. We got, I know y'all know I'm talking about you. We got big old dinosaur costume. We got an alien costume. One of my favorites was the Minion costume. They went all out. They painted the face, everything.
That's awesome.
A lot of respect there because I wouldn't have stayed out there in that face paint. So
Well, so yeah, you're gonna have prizes and stuff for them to win on the costume contest. Bring the kiddos; they will. I bring my kids every year, and they just sit there and have the time of their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They sit there and hammer golf balls out there for an hour. They just love it. But Connor, how long is each session? How many people can be in each bay for each session? What you got there?
you have about an hour and 15 minutes to hit. Got 15 minutes between each session for them, to gather up the golf balls. But an hour and 15, you got a lot of time. The first part, we like to let everybody go through most of their golf balls, and then you can come up and start challenging us. And if you win, that's where you get some of the big prizes. So you get something for walking in. We love for you to come out and see us. So you get something just for being there.
That's cool.
And then you also get to challenge us. And if you win, you get to pick out a pretty cool prize.
And then we'll also have a side contest, right? So a contest within the contest where, Connor, what do you do? Do you randomly pick somebody or how does it work? Where
So that's going to be the biggest winner of the costume or the number one winner of the costume contest. So first, second, and third.
Okay.
First place gets to come up, and they get 3 shots at it's kind of a middle of the road pin. It's the pink pin.
Okay, so about 100 yards, 105 yards, something
And
like
if you
that.
get it within that pink circle, you get 3 shots to do it. You win the grand prize, and that is to be announced. You're going to be blown away by that. And then second and third place, they get to get another challenge. Or if it's a little one and they don't really want to hit, they just get to pick something out.
Dude, this is awesome. I love this.
What's the dates again?
The dates are Friday and Saturday, October 25th, 26th.
Oh, so
And-
it's right before Halloween.
Right before Halloween.
Yes.
We'll have candy. We'll have all kinds of stuff. for
Yeah.
the kids. Yeah.
And officially, we'll get to watch the World Series.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did y'all figure that out? They were going to try to figure out how to stream it because, obviously there's copyright stuff and things
Sure.
like that they've got to watch out for.
You just can't be advertised as a WS watch party. So it's not
I
a
see.
WS watch. It's a baseball.
Yeah, it's
Watch
ballpark
party.
links.
Well, we've just always had something up there.
It's
whether
ballpark
it's football
links.
game or whatever.
ballpark links, and there might be some baseball on.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just might
Maybe it
happen
is.
to be on the big screen.
And
Who
last year, and I think we missed this game this year, unfortunately, but it was just really cool. The parking lot was completely packed because High and Lee were playing
At the big stadium.
at the big stadium the same time, and we were a full house over at our place.
Yeah.
And so it was super cool, man, because we could hear the game going,
Yeah.
and then Connor, the next night they had a college game over there, right?
Yeah, that was
UTPB
UTPB.
was playing?
I can't remember who they were playing.
Yeah, so
But-
it was a lot of fun, man. And so
Nice.
the thing I would encourage everybody on, and by the way, this is how you have to sign up. We really can't control that. The Rockhounds have a link, I believe, on their website. It's all over social media as well. We'll share a link as soon as if they haven't made it available, we'll make it available.
It's available. We got it in the shop.
Okay.
It's posted all over. You just quick QR code, scan it. You can go to their website. Basically the same way you'd purchase Rockhounds tickets online. You get the Ballparks Link tickets from them.
Yep.
And like I said, come into the shop, and we can even give you some more information there too.
I'll tell you what I love about it. This is so silly, but it's you're playing under the lights.
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
Chris Mertz said, "Do you think I can dress up like a Huskies fan and have a chance to win?"
No. Mertz, you cannot.
Depending on
You
how
better
much
have your OU shirt
depending
on, bro.
on how well you dress up,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know. I might give it to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna threaten to whoop him because I can't do that for sure. But but I'll tell you this. I would love for Mertz to come out. Now, Mertz, for you, bro, you can't bring anything probably
Bring your lob wedge.
Probably
buddy.
higher than a 9-iron.
Bring,
I think. What's the furthest shot out there, Connor? 165 from our
yeah.
spot.
I mean, it also varies with the wind. So 1 year you're in the wind, and you had people hitting it over the stadium.
Yeah,
But-
and we don't want that. We
Out
don't want
into the
golf
cars.
balls going out into the stands, because stuff could get broken. But also, if you get a lot of hops or get it, hit it too
Into a
far,
car.
yeah, it could go out into the parking lot and so on. But
They have a lot of cart path out there.
yeah, exactly. But typically, what we tell everybody, you can bring your whole bag if you're more comfortable with that. That's great. But all you're going to need is lob wedge, sand wedge, pitching wedge, gap wedge, 9-iron. I've hit up to 7-iron because the wind was into us to that really far back. Because we're over in right field
home plate.
where our deal is. No,
Oh, over to the
left field
Gotcha.
pole. Yeah. So, and of course, the way the bays are, they'll kind of go this way on the back,
Yeah.
out in the outfield. So, you just got to be careful because your yardage will be a little bit different from our spot. But I'm just saying, bring enough because we have done some contests in the past where it goes, we'll go from our spot to the left flagpole,
Yeah.
something like that.
Let's go. It's a lot of great things happening this month, October, in the golf shop, ballpark links, sales, and
Awesome products.
$1,000 gift card when we hit 1,000 subscribers. 925 currently on YouTube. Let me be specific on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's $1,000 gift card we're going to give away when we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and comment. Let us know that you subscribed. And it's $1,000 gift card. If you want to try the putt challenge, stop in the shop and say, I want to take a putt at the long putt in the shop. Well, if you make it, there's a prize for you. What was the other one? Oh, and if you're buying a new putter and you want to take a shot at it, and you make it on your first try, it's $50 off your putter, excluding ping. We got all kinds of stuff happening.
Dude, it's so fun.
It's just it's a festive time
You
of
know,
year.
that's okay. Forever, and I'm just gonna be honest with everybody. Here's the curtain.
Pull it back.
I typically hate this time of year because, it's just, it's not golf season per se, but dude, how blessed have we been with weather?
Yeah.
We've been able to play, we've been able to keep playing. But I used to hate this time of year. So this is why we're doing all this. It's to make it fun. It's to keep everybody, thinking about golf, playing golf, coming in, having a good time,
Yeah.
It's the family thing, you know what I mean?
And Michael Clinton, we haven't forgot about that either.
What?
We still want to see the Connor and Zarek match.
Dude, I'm glad he brought that up.
And we're going to film it.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We're going to film it. Z's going to play left-handed against Connor right-handed for $2,000.
Z screwed this whole thing up. His time to strike was 6 months. Connor, that swing,
Yeah. It was.
Z's in trouble.
It may have been a shoe-in 6 months ago. Maybe.
No, I think it was a lock.
It may have been a lock 6 months
Because
ago.
people don't know this about Connor. Connor, how long have you been playing golf? Like legit.
Generously, about maybe 4 years since I actually
That's
started
generous.
Yeah.
going out and playing.
2 years.
Yeah. I mean, when we say playing golf, I'm saying had a swing, a good set of clubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it was whenever I started here.
Okay. You see what I mean?
2 years.
2 years.
Coming up on 3.
Coming up on 3. But I'm just saying he has built an amazing swing in that time, and Z should have taken advantage of that because Connor's, you're a baseball guy. Was it Mertz? What's Mertz saying?
Sean. He goes, is there an award for the first person to shank one at the ballpark?
Oh, my gosh.
I'll give you a high five.
Yeah, and by the way, my daughters will take care of that. I mean, I have to stay on it.
Yeah. Be careful if you're in the bays this way.
Aria took one right to the dome.
Oh, no.
Not a ball, a golf club.
Oh, no.
Because,
Somebody was swinging.
no, Hadley was swinging.
Okay.
And she's insane. So, hey, don't stand on the track when the train's coming through. I mean, Aria just kind of walked in there while Hads was
Time to go.
swinging, and
Yeah.
she wore one.
But yes, Michael Clinton, the match is still going to happen, and we're going to film it.
Where is this match happening?
It was supposed to be at Ranchland, but that's not happening. Why? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because the greens are gone, ripped up.
Are you serious?
On Tuesday. Did I not show you the picture?
No.
Here you go.
That is so disgusting, dude. Listen, I'll tell you, we need schools. There's no question about that. We need to make sure we're taking care of our kids and stuff.
Tuesday morning. The day after they closed. The greens are
But
gone.
That sucks. That sucks. I was really hoping that the powers that be at MISD would come to their senses and maybe take a land swap that some very generous people offered. And they would have been that'd have been great. But the good news is I've heard some great rumors and rumblings that there's some new courses maybe in our future.
Yep. There's one between Midland and Odessa that's in planning and zoning right now.
Perfect.
It's going to be a fully private course.
I think they
Another
already broke
private
ground.
club.
They
The
broke
private
ground.
club. Yep. It is a private club. And they're going to have an equestrian center and a private golf club. So that one's
Oh, that's kind of cool.
that's coming. So, yeah, we need a golf course. Anybody in the comments want to build one for us? We need a golf course. What's up, Damon? Welcome to the stream.
I really thought about it. But it's an undertaking, man. And you know me,
It's a commitment for years.
I want to do it right.
Yeah.
So here's what I would offer. If someone's interested, I've been in the golf industry for 25 years, and I used to be on the green grass side. I was director of golf and everything else.
Yep.
So I know that side really well. I would certainly offer any help in terms of whatever.
Yeah.
people needed in terms of that. I would love to partner with somebody on that and help them get it going because, man, we need it bad.
Really bad. 3 public golf courses gone in a
It
year.
just sucks, man. It sucks.
In a year.
But, again, I don't want to. I know this is a very sensitive subject, but I think there were options. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But the other side of it is, the kiddos do. I mean, our high schools are overrun, and that is a problem. But
That's not the point.
I get it.
The point is, we agree that a high school needed to be built, and there was property donated to have it built.
There were options. That's what I'm saying.
There were options. Yeah, we're all still a little salty about this. Yeah. Come try the putter challenge. Just walk in and say, "I want to make the long putt." We'll get you set up.
When you're
$1,000.
avoiding something, it's because you're scared.
Oh, the pumpkin carving contest?
You're
I'm not scared of
scared.
it. We're going to
You're
live
so
stream
scared.
our pumpkin carving contest because I'm going to win again because this will be the second time I've carved a pumpkin ever. And it's going to be great. So,
Yeah. He made, for everybody out there, if you care, Clinton carved the most glorious pumpkin. I mean, it looked like it was a pumpkin eating a pumpkin.
yeah. And I'd never done that before.
Yeah, I've never carved a pumpkin before. I don't know. I don't know how he did it, but I know he cheated somehow.
All the people are saying I'm the best pumpkin carver ever. And
A lot of people are saying that, but I don't know how you did it. So
I used
I'm
those
gonna
little
watch you
those
like
little
a hawk
those
this
little
year.
utensils you gave us to carve. That's what I used. That's how I did it. And
So we've done this for years, folks.
I'm gonna come up with a dope design too. Oh, it's gonna be sick.
I did buy some new carving tools,
Yeah, those ones they were kind of janky.
dude.
Dollar-
My kids,
Dollar Tree.
they're so excited to carve pumpkins every year, and I end up carving all of them. They get started, and then they're like, gone.
So what
riding
you're
bikes,
saying
whatever.
is you should be the best pumpkin carver because you've carved a bunch.
Well, I mean, I will say this. My wife, Nicole, is one of the most talented people in terms of like just creativity with like art stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She can really do cool stuff, but I smoke her like a ham on the pumpkin carving, and I do win my household carving every year. So there is that.
The rain's going to come to an end this year because it has been. When was that? 2013, 2012.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you this:
2014?
JMP was there, and if we don't invite JMP, I think his heart will be broken. So we're going to invite JMP.
No, he'll be
this
here,
year.
and everybody will be on the same page. Clinton can't sneak in an extra pumpkin this time.
That was not in the rules.
Yeah, there's going to be rules this time. If we're
Okay,
having an
and I'll
extra
carve
contest.
my single pumpkin you give me to the best you've ever seen. It's going to be a glorious statue that should be on display in the Met Gallery.
until it rots.
We'll certainly contact him and see if we can do that, I guess. But you had this look like you were going to talk some smack on JMP. And you know what? What did he carve? Like, it was...
I can't say it live.
Oh. It was that bad.
It was a phallus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not where I was going with that, but I can't. I
Okay.
love John Mark to death.
Yeah.
He's my best friend. He's
He's a sweet dude.
a sweet dude, and he's had a hard few months.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you right now, everybody saw,
Yeah.
the interview or the podcast.
We had to
the other
take
day.
it down
Why?
because of lawyers.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
get to see it again eventually, and we can't really go into detail what
yeah,
happened.
Yeah. But his anyway, everybody knows what happened with his eye.
Yeah.
Or, he got hit with a golf ball, folks, and lost his eye.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And I'm going to tell you something. It looks awesome.
It does.
He came in the other day. I was like, bro,
He
did you get your eyeball back? And he went, no, you idiot.
called me. He called me the other day, just random. I think it was Friday, and he called me. He's like, "Hey, I got an eyelash behind my eyeball." I was like, "Well, John, what'd you do about it?" He's like, "Oh, I just took it out. Just wiped the eyelash."
That is so cool.
I was like, "Well, I guess that's a positive of having that. You get something in your eye,
Yeah.
you just take your eye out."
Yeah.
Yep. So again, if you want to try the putter challenge, stop in. Say I want to challenge you to the putt. $1,000 gift card when we hit 1,000 subscribers. And what a great stream,
Dude,
what a great stream.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us this morning. Every Tuesday morning live, re-airs Friday night, 9 p.m. Ballpark links, 25th, 26th, out at the Rockhound Stadium. Be sure to sign up. Bring your family. It's going to be a great evening. Lots of sales happening in the shop. Come see the new design shop.
I got one more thing.
What's up?
Next week, everybody tune in again. We have Brandon Darnold
Yep.
coming on. He's going to be talking about a really cool event that they're going to have in Andrews. It's a golf tournament, but it's also an informative, really cool. If you've got kiddos that aspire to play college golf, are currently high school players, are going to be high school players, you need to watch next week on Tuesday when we have Brandon here, because that event is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
College coaches are coming in. It's super cool.
It's going to be basically a scout guide for West Texas.
You got it.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Come see us in the shop, and we will see you very, very soon. Peace out. Have a great day.
Okay, peace out.
Okay, peace out. Okay, peace out.